Compass Publishing.
Mad Money. Choose to save the world.
Hey Andrew, what happened to Mr. Swanson?
I heard he wasn't feeling very well, so he left before the lecture.
Really? I hope he's okay.
I'm sure he'll be fine. He asked Miss Reynolds to take over class for the day.
Miss Reynolds? He got her to substitute. Brilliant!
Yeah, I'm excited too. Miss Reynolds is so nice.
Good morning, class. Mr. Swanson isn't feeling very well, so I'm going to be filling in for him. Today we're going to watch a short film on the environment. Then we're going to have a little group chat. We ready? Let's get started.
I bet it's going to be some boring documentary with cheap stock footage and bad subtitling.
Shh, Andy. Global warming and climate change are two highly debated topics in the world today. Some people don't believe that the Earth is undergoing any significant climate change. Some hold on to the belief that climate change is natural and uninfluenced by human activity. Others believe that humans have a direct influence on global warming and climate change. Many studies have found evidence that dramatic climate change is occurring, and that it is occurring at a much more frequent rate than it has in the past. This has put pressure on many world governments to reform their environmental policies, especially policies regarding carbon emissions. Many countries are eager to take up the challenge of reforming their carbon emission policies. Others, however, have many concerns regarding this complex issue. There are many ways to reduce carbon emissions. Firstly, the use of fossil fuels should be decreased. This means burning less oil and coal. Using alternative energies like wind, solar, and geothermal will greatly decrease the amount of carbon being released into the atmosphere. Unfortunately, these alternatives are oftentimes very costly. Governments fear that strict environmental policies would force out businesses and damage economies. This would make it extremely difficult for emerging countries to keep up with the rest of the world in terms of financial growth. Yet, many scientists believe that if countries and companies cannot be persuaded to take a firm stance on carbon emissions, then permanent damage will soon be done to our planet. One suggestion to relieve this situation is to ask countries to introduce a carbon tax. With a carbon tax, governments can let companies continue their current practices. However, damage to the environment caused by these companies' choices must be paid for. Many believe this to be an effective approach because it gives companies and governments a choice. It discourages wastefulness, but it doesn't force companies to adopt reform.